What is up, everybody? Ethan back today with another beer review, and what I've got today is Carista Mexican style lager. This is 4.5% ABV, an 11.2 ounce bottle, so not quite the 12 ounces of the American size. This is from Aldi. This is, to me, it kind of looks like Corona, their knockoff Corona brand. Aldi has these beer styles that kind of look similar to kind of bigger brands of beer, but not quite similar. To me, this looks like Corona a lot. It's kind of what they're going for, I think, like Corona's baby brother. Imported premium lager, Mexican lager, so a cerveza. Imported by Mac and Schul Incorporated, Key Biscayne, Florida. Brewed and bottled by BBH Larbeek, Holland. So, yeah, they bring it in from Holland, actually. So it's a Euro lager, and to me, a lot of Mexican-style lagers do have a Euro-style flavor. Think Heineken, think Stella Artois, think St. Pauli Girl, think Beck's. They have a similar type flavor, a skunky, hoppy flavor, and a little more body and flavor than your American adjunct lagers. Similar to your Coronas, your Modelas, your Dos Equis. I love Dos Equis. I love Modelo and Corona as well, but that's neither here nor there. And Stella and Heineken. But anyway, Carista, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Mexican style lager. I was hoping these were 12 ounce bottles, but they're 11.2, so it's kind of get a little short-changed with the 6-pack. You're not actually getting the full 6 12-ounce bottles, glass bottle here. I don't buy a lot of bottles. Generally buy cans of Miller High Life, so it's just the way I roll. Light golden appearance, very carbonated. Doesn't look skunky, even though it's a clear bottle, so that's a good sign. Thin head, one finger, highly carbonated in appearance. The aroma is just a kind of a regular old beer aroma, nothing too crazy or different. Nice corn, faint hop, breadiness maybe, maltiness. Let's go ahead and try it. 4.5%, so pretty low alcohol, very sessionable on a pretty warm and humid day after it rained earlier today here in late April. Crazy to think. Hadn't done a review in a while. We already got the leaves popping out on the trees. My last review was pretty much winter still. Spring has sprung here in the last month quickly. It's come on quick. We went from cold to 80 like that. So spring is here. Even really early summer. You know, it was 85 on Saturday. So cheers. The flavor follows the aroma. It has that cerveza style flavor, corn, little skunkiness. Very nice, actually. Kind of tastes like Corona. Kind of tastes like Heineken. It's actually pretty smooth. I don't get any off flavors for kind of a, you know, a knockoff Aldi brand. This is pretty well rounded. Pretty clean, pretty balanced, I would say. I would say I prefer this over their Gruner, which is kind of their, what appears to me to be their most popular German beer, or lager, or it's a Pilsner, I think. Yeah, really nice, refreshing, crisp, carbonated, just light, regular old beer. Nothing too outstanding here. Has a little more flavor than maybe a Miller. Maybe has about the IBUs of a Pabst. Maybe a little more bitter than a Miller High Life, but certainly not bitter at all. Just in that category, maybe a little more hoppiness than Miller High Life or Bud. More like a Pabst or a Hamm's. Maybe 15 IBUs. I don't know. I didn't look. They might not even have it labeled. Really drinkable, really crisp, light. I like it. It's not blowing my socks off, but it's certainly serviceable. It's a good lawnmower beer, a good backyard barbecue beer, so to speak. And at 4.5%, very sessionable, not too much alcohol, won't make you sick feeling. You could drink a couple of these and be fine. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 91 out of 100. We'll say A minus. Yeah. I had their Carista, which is Aldi's other Mexican style lager brand. I don't really remember if or how that one was any different than this one. Maybe a little bit, but not much. But this one's good. I'd have to compare the two and see which is better, but Carista, Mexican style lager. There's the bottle. It's pretty good. You know, it's I didn't mention this, but $7.99 for a 6-pack. That's cheaper than Corona, that's cheaper than Heineken, that's cheaper than Stella. So, you know, I might choose this over those if I was going to Aldi. Don't get a lot of beer at Aldi. I generally get beer at Walmart and gas stations, kind of more your bigger brands, Pabst, Coors, Miller. You know what I drink the most of. But I thought, hey, I'll pick up an Aldi beer. I like Mexican style cervezas, so I thought this one, 6-pack for $7.99. It's pretty good. I prefer it to be $5.99, but they had a 4-pack of Wernesgrüner for $5.99, but that's just a 4-pack. It was 16-ounce cans, but I thought I'd go with a 6-pack just because you get a little more, I think, but it's a little more money, so it comes out to be about the same, I think. But yeah, 91 out of 100 for the Carista Mexican style cerveza. Let me get one more sip or chug. Pretty good beer. Yeah, I like it. Cheers.